Hey guys, what's going on? It's TwoFiftySix. We're back with the F1MC. It's round 9. It is the Netherlands. We're loaded into quali already. Let's have a look at the track. It's overcast here, but of course in the intro screen it's nice and sunny. So let's go straight into game. So this was one lap of the Dutch GP and Jogs. Gonna finish that one off, and it's a 110.7. I've seen better laps before, and let's see if the Weasel is gonna give us that. Just coming into the DRS there, keeping it very tight on the exit, and that is a 110.1. And now that's gonna be Milan on provisional pole position with only 3 guys setting a lap. Michael's gonna come through without a lap. Probably invalid somewhere. Flood Red. Oh, the battle is back between Flood Red and Milan here. Next one who's gonna come through should be Shriver. Yep, that is a 110.8. Just about last right now. Doesn't keep it as tight on the exit, and it's only a 110.1. But I say only, it's good enough for P3. Gotta do that first. Going around, crossing the line. It's only a 111.1. That is very much off the pace. 0.3 slower than Shriver's lap. And here we've got the sweet Lynch. And through the last 2 turns again. Of course, also here with the banking. And will complete his lap. And it's a 111.2. Through a DRS detection for the start finish straight, of course, doesn't make a difference right about here. And he will come across the line in P2, 0.4 slower than Flood Red here. Yellow flags there. That must be Milan there, getting it very wrong indeed in Sector 1. No build now though, coming across the line. What is it gonna be? Only P5 even with that purple Sector 2. The Weasel is looking for an improvement. Is it gonna be one? Oh, it's just 14 thousandths too slow. Probably still preparing. In the meantime, look at Jog's time. That was an absolute flyover lap. It's in P3 now with Alex and his first lap, putting him up to P2. Anyway, Flood Red now. Let's see. Up by 2.5 tenths there. With Thomas Jensen now. And Fraser improving by a lot. And that is an invalid lap for Flood Red. Just went a little bit too far off track on the exit of 12. And that is now Fraser on provisional pole with Thomas Jensen behind. And coming across the line, it's going to be a 110.6. Beating out Michael's time. Also, Krimi is coming across the line now. Improving by 3.5 tenths. That's looking very competitive indeed. Up in P5 there. The Weasel will be the next guy. As Michael retires from the session. Weasel not improving by enough to warrant an improvement. And Jog just caught him spinning. And there he goes, trying to get his car turned around again. And here we have Flood Red with a purple Sector 2. Coming across the second last corners here, spin number 1. Will this be an improvement? There's some carbon fiber lying around, but that is a 109.2. Very close to Fraser's time, who's still sitting in the pits. But let's see if you can get the last corner or the last 2 corners better than last time. Not too much improvement to be made there anyways, but that is a 109.5. That is up to P4. And there we go. That is provisional pole position there for Thomas Jensen. What an improvement. Even though Sector 1 didn't look entirely clean, he's provisionally on pole. Jog is having time for another lap. He just came across the line in time to go for another attempt. Maybe a little bit slow out of 13. But nice run through 14, keeping it nice and tight again. Where is he gonna finish? Only P5, so close. He gave it all away then towards the end. I think that was turn 13, which didn't look quite as good as it could have been. But we're on board here with Thomas. Crossing the line now. Going into the pits. On pole position. Nobody's gonna take that away from him. The lights are coming on. We've got 5 lights. And the field goes away. Brilliant start there by Thomas Jensen all the way out in front. Nice start by Fraser. It seems like everybody is ghosting somehow. And it seems like everybody went through turn 1 unscathed. Let's have a look for any battles behind that. AlphaTauri is getting really frisky there with no builds. Side by side through turns 4, 5 and 6. And that is no build. Oh, and that is a huge crash. That is a huge crash behind for Nobuild, who instantly retires from the session, obviously, and that is at least a virtual safety car. We've got Fraser chasing Thomas. As I said earlier, Flood Red spun round under the virtual safety car for some reason or another and is down in last place. Just don't trust the scoreboard there on the right. It's on the left. It's not up where it should be. But we do know that Fraser is fighting Thomas, at least trying to keep on his rear. And Krimi is now all the way there on the rear of Jog. Is he gonna go for a move? Is he gonna go into a dive bomb move for turn 11? No, he is not. Keeps behind nicely. Milan already up to P8 there as well amidst all that chaos. And he is, of course, in a very good position. He's on the mediums, remember, and he surely has the pace. Let's go to the front one car. It's Krimi against Jog, defending very much. Milan against Shriver looks to be pretty alright. There is nothing happening. But then we've got Nulinch and Michael, whilst Michael did overtake Nulinch, who's kind of struggling there with understeer. Super close stuff. Trying to get his car past after spinning right around here earlier. Under the virtual safety car. On the outside, trying to get it around. Is he gonna actually make it? He's probably using some overtake right here. Who's gonna break first? Seems to be Nulinch. He is... well, Flood Red is now in front. Nulinch is behind. Obviously. Let's have a look then. In front, Krimi getting a brilliant run. He's got the overtake enabled. Going to the inside. Cleanly passed even before turn 1. But Jog might have something to say about that. Oh, very close. They're running to each other. Front wing touching the rear wing. And Jog. Oh, that was a save and a half for him. You could just see him sliding there. But that is Krimi then passed, and I feel another pass coming up. Milan, you could just see how close he was on the rear of Shriver. Trying to get his car past, but just practicing some patience is key here. Remember, he's on the harder tires. As soon as Shriver and the guys in front go into the pits, he's in free air. He can just extend his stint, and the positive thing for him is everybody's running so close in front of him. There's gaps of about a second between each car. Like, there's a little gap between Alex and the Weasel there, but that is about it. Probably, if we have a look not on the interval times but on the leading times, yeah, it's only 8 seconds after 5 laps towards the first place of Thomas Jensen, struggling to pull away. Is the Weasel gonna crack under the pressure of Krimi behind? Let's hope not for him, as I think, yeah, Shriver must have gotten something wrong here. And Flood Red is now also caught up to Milan. That will be a battle and a half, let me tell you. As Shriver and loses out against Jog first of all. And really slides his car through the corners. Defending hard against everybody. Now coming across to the start finish line. This is gonna be a classical DRS train. Is Shriver gonna go for a move? No, he is not. Floodred is way too far behind as well. Even though Kimi did get a better run through it. But that is Shriver. Nope, that is actually Jog in the wall. Shriver going on nicely. Only down to P10 now. Completely missed that one. But that was waiting to happen here. Also, Michael is now all the way on the rear of Shriver. Got his way past already. Shriver maybe with a little bit of damage. But there is Flood Red now. Going for a move on Milan. At least trying it around the outside once again. It is softs against medium tires. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of an advantage for Flood Red here. But they're still running side by side through turn number 3. Little touch there maybe on the tires. But there we go. We do have some duos on track. We have the Weasel, Krimi, then we've got Milan and Flood Red. But now Jog getting past Michael again. Little bit of contact there on the apex. All in all, a clean move though. And Milan is keeping on to the rear of Flood Red here again. And we do have a yellow flag. And that is Alex. Missing a lot of the front wing. Probably got it really bad out of turn 12. Straight into the wall. That's gonna be the first pit stop of the day for Alex. Apart from that, if we have a look at the leading cars. Thomas Jensen still leading. Then we've got Fraser Ham chasing on. And both going into the pits. For some hard tires, of course. That elevates the Weasel into P1, Krimi into P2, who is a lot closer this time around than the last time. But still not even close to enough. And that is exactly what Milan wants now. He is in P1 for now. There's nobody in front of him for a very, very long time. He's on the mediums that are gonna go for another, I don't know, 5 or 6 laps. It's time to push for him. He might even be in the range to go for a move. You can see him closing up. Going to the outside then. Slight lockup of the Weasel. And now after 15 laps of straight up chasing the Weasel and sticking behind, Krimi has finally done it. And here we go. Battle coming up. And that is Nullinch retiring from the session. I would go to his car. But that is a full course caution. Full safety car deployed now. I would switch to him, but that is on the start finish straight. Very unusual place to retire. Who might even be able to hold on to the first place. That is very close there between Thomas Jensen and Milan. Who's gonna come out in front? It is gonna be Thomas. But Milan not too far behind. Also Fraser opting to pit for some new mediums. Down to P6 now though. So he will have something to make up. And that something is a lot of time and a lot of overtakes. There's the message. Safety car coming in this lap. Oh, the Weasel getting a 5-second penalty for colliding with Fraser. Doesn't seem like too much happened there. But Thomas still bunching up the field quite a lot. Safety car isn't in yet. There we see it in front. You don't want to get bogged down. But here we go now. Everybody is away pretty nicely. Nothing crazy happening. Yeah, everybody pretty well through turn 1. And that is a ballsy move. Let's see if that'll work out for Fraser here on a track where you don't overtake that much going on to the mediums. And look how stuck he is behind the Weasel. And that is a slight bit of contact there. Sliding into the wall. Losing 2 more positions. No damage on the car as far as I can see, but he's now down to P8 and it's got even more time to make up now. Really doesn't seem to be enough though. Is there gonna be anything happening between Shriver and Fraser here in terms of team orders? Oh no, that is definitely a fight going on between these two guys. So Fraser will now try his luck on Michael. He won't go down the inside. He was down the inside there once before. But I think he made some contact there with Michael. Yep, there you could see the carbon fiber flying across the screen. He's now missing an end plate. And the race going from good to bad to worse at this point now. Now also having the front wing damaged won't help him go back up to the P2 where he was before. They're fighting though through turn 12 here, side by side. Incredible stuff. Even though he's missing an end plate, it doesn't seem to hamper him that much. And that is Fraser through for now at least. But Michael is, well, he's already passed. Look at this. And oh, that's another shove into the rear of Michael there. Lots of contact being made. I think Fraser is really unhappy with that mistake. Well, with both mistakes he has made since the safety car restart. And to be honest, I don't think Fraser's gonna make up way more positions than maybe Michael now with that damage on the front wing. Not making it easy, turning into Michael basically. Lots of contact there. None of them is wanting to make it easy for each other. But remember the situation now. Fraser is in front, but through the DRS detection point. Nobody ahead. So Michael's gonna get the DRS once again and just stroll past. Or not. Not this time. Michael getting a little bit unhappy on the exit. But yep, there we have it now. I think that is it confirmed. Fraser's now in front. He now needs to go and make up some more time on the Weasel ahead and of course Michael behind. So he will be out of DRS for the next time again. Now we've got Milan with a purple sector 2 here in traffic, which is really interesting. 5 laps fresher hard tires. It's not that big of an advantage, I think. And maybe behind there's gonna be a fight brewing as well. As, oh no, we've got Shriver spun round at turn 1. There must have been a little bit of contact between him and Michael. Let's go on board once again with Milan here. He seems to have saved a little bit more ERS this time around. And he is making some more inroads. That is the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and he got a little bit closer. Now it's only a matter of time once he can go for the move. And here he can feel it. He's got the better exit. But he is so close behind Thomas Jensen. He's making his car as wide as a city bus. There's no going around that Renault there in Sector 1. It's way too narrow. If you position your car perfectly, not a second or no second one will fit next to you. There's another DRS attempt. He's going for the dive and spins around. Resets as well. So he will keep the second place. Quite naughty. Normally he would have even lost the podium there. But that is then the race win for Thomas Jensen drove his car like a boss. Milan with that reset, coming across the line in P2, and then Flat Red, Krimi 3 Millionen. Fraser with a little bit of a meh race, coming through in P5. But is he actually gonna keep this position? Yes, he will. Both drivers having some penalties. Now we've got Michael in P7. Some 4 points coming through. Getting promoted up to P5 just behind his teammate. Well, that's a surprise, isn't it? Schreiber now. Just behind the lapped car of Jog. The last guy on track. Or the last one who will finish. I think Jog is just disconnected there. And there we go. What a race that was. Congratulations to Thomas here. I mean, what an effort going from P last. I don't even know, was that P13, P14 to P2. Solid effort. But then with that last dive attempt and the reset on track, keeping the second place at least. And on third place, Flat Red with a little bit of a quiet race then. Fastest lap by Schreiber, out of all guys. Congratulations to you. Hopefully with another stream later by me. Hope you guys enjoyed it again. And see you guys next time. Goodbye.